she to be buried in Christian burial that willfully seeks her own salvation?
I tell thee, she is, and therefore make her grave straight. The crowner hath sat on her, and dubbed it Christian burial.
How can that be unless she drowned herself in her own defense?
Why, 'tis found so.
It must be se offendendo, it cannot be else. For here lies the point. If I drown myself wittingly, it argues an act. An act hath three branches. It is to act, to do, and to perform. Argal, she drowned herself wittingly.
Nay, but hear you, good man Delver.
Give me leave. Here lies the water. Good. Here stands the man. Good. The man go to this water and drown himself. It is, willy-nilly, he goes. Mark you that, but if the water come to him and drown him, he drowns not himself, Argal. He that is not guilty of his own death shortens not his own life.
But is this law?
Aye, Mary, it's crowner's quest law.
Well, you have the truth on it. If this had not been a gentlewoman, she should have been out of Christian burial.
And the more pity that great folk should have countenance in this world to drown or hang themselves more than they're even Christian. Come, my spade. Go, get thee to Johann, and fetch me a stoup of liquor.
That skull had a tongue in it, and it could sing once. And how the knave jaws it to the ground, as if it were Cain's jawbone that did first murder. It might be the pate of a politician, which the ass hour reaches. One that would circumvent God, might it not? Or of a courtier, which could say, Good morrow, sweet lord. How dost thou, good lord? This might be my lord such a one, that praised my lord such a one's horse, when he meant to beg it, might it not? There's another. Why may not that be the skull of a lawyer? Where be his quiddities now? His quillets, his cases, his tenures, and his tricks? Why does he suffer this rude knave now to knock him about the scone of a dirty shovel, and will not tell him of his actions of battery? This fellow might be in time a great buyer of land, with his statutes, his recognizes, his fines, his double vouchers, and his recoveries. Is this the fine of his fines, and the recoveries? To have his fine paid full of fine dirt? Will his vouchers vouch him no more of his purchases, and double ones too, than the length of breadth of a pair of industries? The very conveyances of his land will hardly lie in this box, and must the inheritor himself have no more. Ha! Is not parchment made of sheepskins? They are sheep and calves which seek out insurance in that. I will speak to this fellow. Whose grave is it, sire?
Mine, sir.
I think it be thine, indeed, for thou liest in it.
You lie out on it, sir, and therefore it is not yours. For my part, I do not lie in it, and yet it is mine.
Thou dost lie in it, to be in it and say that it is thine. 'Tis for the dead, not for the quick, therefore thou liest.
'Tis a quick lie, sir. 'Twill away gain from me to you.
What man dost thou dig for?
For no man, sir.
What woman then?
One that was a woman, sir, but rest her soul, she's dead.
How absolute the knave is. We must speak by the card, or acclamation will undo us. By the Lord, these 3 years I've taken note of it. The age is grown so picked that the toe of the peasant comes so near the heel of the courtier. He gaps his keed. How long hast thou been a grave maker?
Of all the days in the year, I came to it that day that our last King Hamlet overcame Fortinbras.
How long is it then since?
Cannot you tell that? Every fool can tell that. It was the very day that young Hamlet was born. He that is mad and sent to England.
Aye, Mary. Why was he sent into England?
Why? Because he was mad. He shall recover his wits there, or, if he do not, it's no great matter there.
Why?
'Twill not be seen in him there. There the men are as mad as he.
How came he mad?
Very strangely, they say.
How strangely?
Faith, even with losing his wits.
Upon what ground?
Why, here in Denmark. I have been sexton here, man and boy, 30 years.
How long will a man lie in the earth ere he rot?
If he be not rotten before he die, he will last you some 8 years.
Why he more than another?
Here's a skull now. The skull has lain in the earth 23 years.
Whose was it?
A horse and mad fellow's it was. Whose do you think it was?
Nay, I know not.
The same skull, sir, was Yorick's skull, the king's gesture.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, a fellow of infinite jest, of more excellent fancy. He hath borne me in his back 1,000 times, and now, how borne he is in my imagination. My gorge rims at it. Here hung those lips that I have kissed, I know not how oft. Where be your jibes now, your gambols, your songs? Not one now, to mock your own greeting, quite chapfallen. Now get you to my lady's chamber, and tell her, let her paint an inch thick, to his favor she must come, make her laugh at that. Dost thou think Alexander looked old-fashioned at the first, and smelt so? Pah! The queen, the courtiers, who is this they follow, and with such maimed rites? This doth betoken the course they follow did with desperate hand forego his own life. 'Twas of some estate. Couch we awhile, and mark.
What ceremony else?
That is Laertes, a very noble youth. Mark.
What ceremony else?
Obsequies have been as far and large as we have warranteth, for death is doubtful. No more be done. We shall profane the service of the dead, sing a requiem and such rest to her as to peace parted souls.
Lay her in the earth, and from her fair and unpolluted flesh may violets spring. I tell thee, churchliest priest, a ministering angel my sister shall be when thou liest howling.
What? The fair Ophelia?
Sweet farewell. I hope thou shouldst been my Hamlet's wife. I sought thy bride bed to have decked, sweet maid, and not have strewed thy grave.
Oh, trouble, woe, fall 10 times treble on that cursed head, whose wicked deed thy most ingenious sense deprived thee of. Hold off the earth a while, till I have caught her once more in mine arms. Now pile your dust upon the quick and dead, till of this flat a mountain you have made, to o'ertop blue Pelion, or to the skyish head of blue Olympus.
What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis, whose brazen sorrow conjures the wandering stars, and makes them stand like wander-wounded hearts? This is I, Hamlet the Sane.
The devil takes my soul!
Thou prayest not well, I pray thee, take thy fingers from my throat, for though I am not splintered and rash, yet I have something in me dangerous, which let thy wisest fear, hold off thy hand.
Pluck them asunder. Hamlet! Hamlet!
Gentlemen, gentlemen!
Why, I will fight him with them upon the seam, until my eyelids were no longer vague.
Oh, my son, what seems?
I loved Ophelia. 40,000 brothers could not, with all their quantity of love, make up my sum. What wilt thou do for her?
Oh, he is mad, Laertes. For love of God, forbear him.
Swoon, show me what thou do. Would weep, would fight, would fast, would tear thyself, would drink up easel, eat a crocodile? I'll do it. Dost thou come here to whine, to Alphaeus leaping in her grave? Be buried quick with her, and so will I. And if thou pray a mountain, let them throw millions of acres on us, till the ground, singeing its plate against the burning zone. Make Ossa like a wart, nay, and thou mouth, I'll rant as well as thou.
This is mere madness, and thus, awhile the fit will work on him, anon, as patient as a female dove. When that her golden couplets are disclosed, his silence will sit drooping.
Hear you, sir. What is the reason that you use me thus? I love you ever, but it is no matter. Let Hercules himself do what he may. That cat will mew and the dog will have his day.
Strengthen your patience in our last night's speech. We'll put the matter to the present push. Good Gertrude, set some watch over your son. This grave shall have a living monument. An hour of quiet shortly shall we see. Till then, in patience our proceeding be.